Hey, what is going on, guys? Mexican War 62 here, talking about PlayStation Experience 2016, which just got announced a week ago. And I'm sorry if I'm making this video late. I was deciding if I should make this video or not because I want to try and upload more frequently. I just feel like I don't usually upload as much as I used to, and I want to try and get back into it and upload more content. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. PlayStation Experience is back for its third year, and it's coming back on December 3rd through 4th. And with that being said, there will obviously be some huge announcements at the show, so I decided to make a video on this topic discussing few games, mainly Naughty Dog games that could possibly be revealed at this year's PlayStation Experience. Alright, starting off the list is the one I believe will definitely be revealed at this year's PlayStation Experience, and that is the Uncharted 4 single-player DLC. It's quite obvious that Naughty Dog has been working on this DLC for a few months now, and PlayStation Experience would be the perfect opportunity for Naughty Dog to show off their first look at the upcoming single-player DLC for Uncharted 4, and it's most likely going to get a release date as well. But if I had to make a prediction on when I think the Uncharted 4 single-player DLC will be coming out, I think it'll most likely be around February or March of 2017, because after The Last of Us were released back in June of 2013, a few months later, when Sony had their PS4 event in November, that's when the PS4 was released worldwide. They also announced The Last of Us Left Behind DLC and Uncharted 4, and then 2 months later, The Last of Us Left Behind DLC came out, which was February of 2014. So that was only 2 months ago. From November to December, January. 2 months later, The Last of Us Left Behind DLC came out. So it'd be no surprise to see the Uncharted 4 single-player DLC at PlayStation Experience, especially since we haven't got any information on what the DLC will be about. And I honestly have a really pretty good feeling actually that it'll most likely be the first thing they show off during the PlayStation Experience. Alright, going on, this should honestly be no surprise, and this should be pretty obvious, especially since this is PlayStation Experience. This is a PlayStation conference, and with PlayStation Experience being really big, sort of like another E3 basically, just maybe not as big, but I mean there's going to be some huge announcements at this year's E3 2016, I think, and one of those games obviously has to be Crash Bandicoot Remastered. After the insane amounts of hype at E3's conference of this year, there's no way that Crash Bandicoot wouldn't be at PlayStation Experience. We still haven't even got a glimpse of any gameplay or not much information on the Crash Bandicoot Remastered, and I highly think it'll most likely show up at this year's PlayStation conference. I've talked about this game multiple times, and I've discussed about this game in multiple videos, and that is The Last of Us 2. As much as I want to see an announcement for Last of Us 2 happen at this year's PlayStation Experience, I highly doubt it'll happen. I've said in multiple videos that we could be seeing The Last of Us 2 at E3 2016, but that never happened. And since Naughty Dog hasn't revealed their upcoming single-player DLC for Uncharted 4, it'd make the most sense to announce that to the public rather than their next game that they're working on. So like I said, I don't think we'll be seeing The Last of Us 2 at this year's PlayStation Experience, but I do believe that we'll most likely see some sort of Last of Us 2 announcement, maybe at E3 2017 or E3 2018, but like I said, I could be wrong on that. Honestly, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Sorry if this video was short. I could have discussed about some other games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Spider-Man PS4, but I mainly wanted to talk about Naughty Dog games in this video. But anyways, guys, leave a comment below on what you guys would like to see at this year's PlayStation Experience. But yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys later.